O you of the ones who have conviction, abide by the obligations. Previously allowed was for you unintelligibility of the cattle, following like sheep, nothing but that which was recited upon you, not being free of the captivation, and you happen to be bounded. Surely God commands what he desires. O you of the ones who have conviction, do not absolve yourself of attributes of God, and do not absolve from the conditions that are binding, and not absolve from the instruction, and not absolve from the assigned duties, and not absolve from care of knowledgeless of the charter of inviolation. They are seeking a blessing from their Rab and satisfaction, while when you are allowed by law, then confine them, and not let incriminate you your hatred of a people who had hindered you from the institute of inviolation, the sacred institution, that you transgress against them, and be of assistance based upon the righteousness and the merit, and do not be of assistance based upon injustice and animosity, and be mindful of God. Surely God is intense of the chase. Forbidden upon you is the state of being dead, being insensitive to plight of oppressed, being apathetic to social injustices, and the blood spill, and bonding with the ill-natured, and what is raised for other than God through it, the bond with the vile, and the subjecting to strangulation, and the subjecting to violently beating, and the subjecting to desertion, and the subjecting to shoving or goring, and that which is consumed as being the predator, except what you have cultivated, and what is sacrificed according to self-invented standards, and that you make shares through lottery, that for you is liberalism. On this day, hopeless are the ones who are in denial of your governance system. Thus, do not be afraid of them, and fear me. On this day, perfected for you is your governing system, and is completed upon you my favor, and to make satisfactory for you the Islam, the absolute security, as a governing system. Then, whoever is forced into an extreme position, without being prejudiced for wrongdoing, then surely God is forgivingly merciful. They ask you what is allowed for them. Say, allowed are for you the healthy things, and what you teach someone from the ones who spoke against the cause relentlessly, you are teaching them from what has taught you God. Then be enriched from what previously was held back upon you, and deliberate characteristics of God upon it, and be aware of God. Surely God is quick of the calculation. This day on, allowed are to you the healthy things, and hospitality of the ones who were given the book is allowed for you, and your hospitality is allowed for them. And hospitality of the fortified women from the women of conviction, and the fortified women from the ones who have been given the book from before you, when you give to them their due salaries, being upright without being corrupt, and not are to be taken as secret relationships. And whoever refuses regarding the oath, thus surely are defeated his actions, and he in the forthcoming is from the losers. O you of the ones who are convinced, whenever you group together at the community meeting, the assembly, then make appropriate your reasons and your strengths directed towards the public welfare, and analyze with your heads and leg yourself towards the most obvious issues. And if you happen to be biased, then clean the biasness. And if you happen to be ill, or upon a journey, or came one of you from the lower level, or you can sense the weakness, so if not you can find an essence, then aim for a level that is good, then analyze regarding your targets and your strength from it. Not desires God to put upon you of difficulty, rather desires to make you progress and to make perfect his bounty upon you, that perhaps you give thanks. And remember favor of God upon you and his treaty, the one which you ratified regarding it when you said, we hear and we obey, and be aware of God. Assuredly God is well knowing regarding that which possesses the chests. O you of the ones who have trust, be together for God as witnesses with the justice, and let not make you a criminal, hatred of a people, over neglecting that you do justice. Being just is closer for the awareness, and be aware of God. Surely God is informed with what you do. Has promised God to the ones who have conviction and did the constructive things. For them is forgiveness and a reward that is great. And the ones who denied and lied about our signs, those are the companions of the stagnant life. O you of the ones who have conviction, continuously remember gifts of God upon you, when intended a people that they extended you their strength. Thus he bordered their strength at you, and take heed of God. And upon God thus count on the ones of conviction. And for sure took God ratification of Bani Israel, and gave charge from them 12 insightful leaders, and said God, I am with you. If it is so that you establish the discipline and bring forth the emancipation, and are convinced regarding my messengers and reinforce them, and give loan to God, a loan of beautiful conduct, to cover up upon you your offenses, and to make you enter gardens, flowing from under them streams, then whoever denies after that from you, thus certainly has strayed from evenness of the path. Thus, due to them breaking their ratification, damnation is upon them, and we have made their hearts harsh. They distort the sayings of God from its subject, and they overlook a part from what was made to be remembered about it, and not you will cease to come upon treachery from them, except a few from them. Thus pardon upon them and move on. Surely God loves the good doers. And from the ones are who say that, we are helpers. We took their ratification, but they omitted an important part from what they were reminded through it. So we put deeply between them animosity and aversion up till day of the establishment, and will inform them God about what they were fabricating. O holders of the book, certainly has come to you our messenger, making distinct for you much of what you were hiding from the book, and overlooking from much. Surely has come to you from God enlightenment and a book having clarity. Guides through it God, whoever adheres to his satisfaction, to path of the absolute security, and brings them out of the darknesses towards the illumination through his declarations, and guides them towards the path of stability. For sure denied the ones who said, surely God is Al-Masih son of Maryam. Say, then who has more power from God of a thing if he intends to destroy Al-Masih son of Maryam, and his mother, and whoever is in the earth collectively? And for God is ownership of the heavens and the earth and what is between them both. He creates what he wills, and that one is upon all things capable. And said the Yahud sect and the Helpers sect, we are children of God and his beloved ones. Say, then why does he punishes you regarding your crimes? On the contrary, you are humans amongst whom he has created. He has forgiveness for whom he desires, and he punishes whom he desires. And to God belongs ownership of the atmospheres and the earth and what is between them both, and towards him is the destination. O holders of the book, indeed has come to you our messenger, to make clear to you over a time from the messengers, lest you say, not came to us of any good news giver, and nor a warner. Thus certainly has come to you a good news and a notification, and God is upon all things capable. And when said Musa for his nation, O nation, continuously remember favor of God upon you when placed within you leaders and made you chiefs, and he has given you what not he has given to any from all the nations. Musa continued, O nation, enter the land that is fully dedicated to God, that which has prescribed God for you, and do not turn from it upon your backs, because you will return being losers. They said, O Musa, surely therein are a people who are mighty, and we shall not enter it until they are evicted from it. Then when they are evicted from it, then we will enter. Said two people from the ones who were afraid, blessings of God were upon them both. Enter upon them from the main entrance. Then when you have entered it, then you will be overpowering ones. And upon God thus rely, if you are those who have conviction. Others said, O Musa, we will never enter it ever, where they roam freely therein. So go, you and your Rab, then fight them. We are here hanging back. Musa said, Master, I do not have power except over my own self and my brother, thus distinguish between us and between the nation of the liberals. God said, thus indeed it is forbidden upon them, fruitful 40 years, lost in the land, thus do not mourn over nation of the liberals. And recite upon them story of sons of Adam with the fact, when they sacrificed for our closeness, thus was accepted from one of them too, and not was accepted from the other, who then said, for sure I will kill you. The first said, indeed it is that, acceptable to God is that which is from the aware ones. He continued, so if it's extended towards me your hand to murder me, not will I be extending my hand towards you to murder you. I am afraid of God, Rab of all the states of being. He continued, now being offensive, I desire that you take upon yourself with my sin and your sin, and you be of companions of the fire. And that is how I rewarded the people in darkness. Thus obeyed to him his psyche to kill his brother, thus so, murdering him, hence became of the losers. Then charged God a crow, croaking in the land to make the murderer watch it, how it puts behind offensiveness, bad-sounding croaking voice of its brother. The murderer said, O affliction upon me! Was I so disabled that I could not even be like this crow, thus putting behind offensiveness of my brother? Thus he became from the regretful ones. From since time of that, we ordained upon Bani Israel, that he who murdered a psyche that is without a self, that is selfless or has no cognitive awareness, or is without corruption or bloodshed in the land, hence is just like murder of the people altogether, and who nourished it, gave life to it, then that is just like giving life to the people collectively. And for sure, when came to them our messengers with these clarifications, still it was such that a many from them, after that in the earth, were disparaging. Indeed, it is that reward of the ones who campaign against God and his messenger, and endeavor within the land to spread corruption, including bloodshed, that they be killed or crucified, or are cut their hands and their legs from opposing sides, or are exiled from the land, that for them is humiliation in the world, and for them in the forthcoming is a punishment of great magnitude. Except the ones who repent from before that, their value is affixed upon them. Thus know that God is forgiving, merciful. O you of the ones who have conviction, take heed of God, and seek towards him the means, and strive in his way, that perhaps you be of the successful ones. Assuredly, the ones who are in denial, even if was such that to them belonged what is in the earth collectively, and more like so along with it, to ransom with it from punishment of day of the establishment, not will it be accepted from them, and for them is an anguish full of pain. They will want that they may come out from the fire, while not they are with those who come out from it, and for them is punishment that is steady. And the male thief of any kind, and the female thief of any kind, thus disable their hands by putting on a shackle, as a reward with what they earned, a shackle from God, and God is most powerful, wise. However, whoever returned from after his injustice, and takes corrective measures, then in that case God returns upon him. Surely God is forgiving, safekeeper. Do not you know that God is to whom belongs ownership of the heavens and the earth? He punishes whom he desires, and he has forgiveness for whom he desires. And God upon all things is capable. O you of the messenger, do not let make you upset the ones who accelerate in the denial, from the ones who say, we are convinced by their mouths, while not are convinced their hearts. And from the ones who intimidate, they give ear for the lie, give ear for a nation of others who not have come to you. They distort the communication from after its proper place. They say, if comes to you this, then take it, and if not this comes to you, then be cautious. And for whomever desired God his test, then never shall you can possess for him from God a thing. Those are the ones for whom not desired God that he cleanse their hearts. For them in this life is disgrace, and for them in the forthcoming a punishment of great magnitude. Listeners for the lie, consumers for the ill-gotten gain. Thus, if they come to you, so judge between them or excuse from them. And if you excuse from them, then never shall they force you into a thing. And if you judge, then judge between them with the justice. Surely God loves the ones who are just. And how can they make you a judge while in front of them is the law? Therein is judgment of God, but they turn away from after that, and not they are those who are with the ones who are of conviction. Surely we sent the jurisprudence, in it is guidance and illumination, judged according to it the revolutionary leaders who submitted, for the ones who were intimidating, and the governors, and the eloquent ones, with what they were entrusted from book of God, and they were upon it witnesses. Thus do not fear the people, and fear me, and do not trade with my signs a price that is little. And whoever not judged with what had descended God, then they themselves are the ones in denial. And we ordained upon them in it that the psyche is equated with the psyche, and the eye with an eye, and the nose with the nose, and the ear with the ear, and the teeth with the teeth, and the wounds carry retribution. Thus whoever affirms regarding it, then it is an expiation for him. And those who not judge with what had descended God, thus they are the ones in darkness. And we followed up upon their marks with Esa son of Miriam, a confirmation for what was present beforehand of the law. And we gave to him the modernizing knowledge, therein guidance and illumination, and a confirmation for what was present beforehand of the jurisprudence, and a guidance and an advice for the aware ones. And let judge, holders of the updated knowledge, with that which descended God in it, and whoever did not judge through what had alighted God, thus they are the liberals. And we descended to you the book with the fact, a confirmation for what was present beforehand from the book, and a guardian upon it. So judge between them according to that which alighted God, and do not follow their fantasies over what has come to you of the fact. For everyone whom we have affixed of you is a law and a method. And it could have been such that desired God to make you a nation singular, but it is not so, for testing you in what you are given. Thus proceed towards the betterments. Towards God you will come back collectively. Then he will inform you regarding that which you were in it going against. And if you judge between them, do so with what had descended God, and do not follow their desires and be aware of them, lest they attract you against some of what descended God towards you. Thus, if they turn away, refusing after judgment, then know that desires God, so they be afflicted with some of their offenses. And indeed, majority of the people are liberals. Is it judgment of the utter ignorance which they strive for? And who is better than God as a judge for a nation that is absolutely certain? O you of the ones who are convinced, do not take the Yahud and the Nasara as guardians. Some of them are guardians of some, and whoever takes them guardians from you, then it is that he is from them. Indeed, God not guides the nation of the people in darkness. Then you will see the ones who have in their hearts illness, rushing into them, saying, we fear that calamity surrounds us. Then perhaps God might come with the victory, or a command from near him, thus sheds light upon what they concealed within their own selves, being regretful. And said the ones who are convinced, are these the ones who swore by God most solemn of their oaths? Indeed, they are with you. Nullified are their actions. Thus they strive to be losers. O you of the ones who have conviction, whoever rejected from you against his governance system, thus after a period will come God with a nation whom he loves and who loves him, humble upon the ones of conviction, mighty upon the denying people. They work hard in path of God, and not they fear blames of the blamers. That is a favor of God, which he gives to whom he desires, and God is widespread of knowledge. Assuredly, it is that your guardian is God and his messenger, and the ones who have conviction, the ones who establish the objective discipline and deliver the emancipation, while they are of humble ones. And whoever makes an ally of God and his messenger and the ones of conviction, then it is so that those belonging to faction of God are the overpowerers. O you of the ones who have conviction, do not take the ones who take your governance system as a mockery and time pass from the ones who were given the book from before you and the deniers as guardians, and be aware of God if you are of firm conviction. And whenever you call them towards the objective discipline and harmony, they take it as an insult and amusement that is due to them being a nation who not uses its intelligence. Say, O holders of the book, why are you hostile towards us? Except that we are convinced regarding God and what was sent down towards us and what was sent down from before. And indeed, many of you are liberals. Say, shall I inform you regarding malady of that recompense from God? Whom curses God and has anger upon whom, and made from them the ape-like, people of diminished intellect, and the ill-natured or vile, and slaves of the tyrannical forces. Those are worst in being, and more astray from evenness of the path. And whenever they come to you all, they say, we are convinced, while surely they enter with denial, and they certainly come out with it. And God is knowing with what they were hiding. And you will see majority of them hurrying in the wrongdoing and hatred and consuming the ill-gotten. How evil was what they were doing! Why do not forbid them the governors and the eloquent ones against their declarations of the wrongdoings and consumption of the ill-gotten? How evil was what they were producing! And said the Yahud sect, hands of God are tied up are their hands, and they are cursed due to what they say. On the contrary, his hands are spread out, channelizing however he desires, and it increases in many of them what is alighted towards you from your Rab, rebellion and denial. And we spark between them animosity and hatred set till day of the establishment. Every time they ignite a fire for the conflict, puts it out God, and they endeavor in the land for corruption. And God not loves the ones who are corrupt. And if it were that holders of the book had conviction and become aware, we would cover up upon them their crimes, and will make them enter gardens sheltered. And if it was that they established the law, and the modernizing knowledge, and what sent down towards them from their Rab, they would consume from above them and from beneath their legs. From them is a nation that is purposeful. As for majority of them from them, evil is what they are doing. O you of the messenger, Broadcast what has come down towards you from your Rab. And if not you do this, then not you are accomplishing his messengership. And God is protective of you from the people. Surely God not guides the nation of denying people. Say, O holders of the book, not you are upon a thing until you establish the jurisprudence and the improved knowledge, and that which was sent down to you from your Rab, while thus increases many from them, what was sent down to you from your Rab, rebellion and denial. Thus do not grieve over the nation of the deniers. Indeed, the ones who had conviction, and the ones who were the intimidators, and the hard workers, and the helpers, who became sure about God and the day that is to come, and worked constructively, then no intimidation upon them, and not they shall be depressed. Certainly we took ratification of Bani Israel, and we sent towards them a messenger. Every time came to them a messenger with what not fancied their own selves. A group denied the messenger, and a group fought the messenger. And they deduced not there being a test, thus were blind and deaf. Then returned God upon them, still then were blind and deaf, majority of them. And God is observant about what you are doing. Surely denied the one who said, certainly the God is Al-Masih, son of Maryam. While has said Al-Masih, O Bani Israel, be in servitude of God, who is my Rab and your Rab. Indeed it is that whoever made partners with God, then certainly has forbidden God upon them the paradise, and their refuge is the fire. And not are for the ones in darkness from helpers. For certain denied the ones who said, it is that God is 1/3 of a trinity. While not there are of masters, except an unchallenged master singularly, and if do not they stop over what they say, surely will touch the ones who are in denial from them, a punishment that is painful. Then why not they return to God and ask for his forgiveness, while God is forgiving, merciful. Not is Al-Masih son of Maryam, except a messenger. Surely passed from before him the messengers, and his mother was truthful. They were consumers of the provisions. Look at how we make clear for them the signs then. Look at how they are being foolish. Say, are you servants of that which is lower than God? That which not possesses for you any harm nor profit, while God is he who is the hearer, the knowledgeable. Say, O people of the book, do not go to extremes in your governance system beyond the fact, and do not follow sentiments of a people who certainly are misled from before, and they mislead many a more, and are misguided from evenness of the path. Cursed are the ones who are in denial from Bani Israel via tongue of Dawood and Esa son of Maryam. That is due to what they rebelled against, and they were being hostile. They were not stopping each other from wrong things which they were doing. Surely evil was what they were doing. You see majority of them taking as allies the ones who are in denial. Surely evil was what put forth for them their psyches, that anger of God is upon them, and in the anguish they shall live. And what if they had conviction regarding God and the revolutionary leader, and what was sent down towards him? Not they would take them as allies, but majority of them are liberals. Surely you will find most intense of the people in animosity for the ones who have conviction, Al-Yahud sect, and the ones who commit shirk. And you will find nearest of them in affection for the ones who have conviction, the ones who say, certainly we are helpers. That is because from them are those who aspire, and those who are alarmed, and that they not are arrogant. And whenever they hear what was sent down towards the messenger, you see their eyes swell up from the tears due to what they recognize of the fact. They say, our Rab, we are convinced, thus write us with the witnesses. And what is for us to not have conviction regarding God and what came to us of the fact? And we desire that enters us our Rab with the nation of the constructive workers. Thus rewarded them God, due to what they said, with gardens, flowing from under them are rivers, eternalized therein, and that is reward of the good doers. And the ones who are in denial and lie about our signs, those are people of the stagnant state of being. O you of the ones who have conviction, do not forbid good things which have been allowed by God for you, and do not be aggressive. Surely God not loves the aggressors, and consume from what provides to you God openly, whatever is good, and be aware of God, the entity you are about whom of conviction. Not takes you to task God regarding the mistake in your oaths. Rather you will be taken to task due to how you dealt the trust. Ransom for violation of oath is providing sustenance to 10 shelterless from average of what you feed your family, or clothing them, or writing off slavery, debt. Thus, whoever cannot find those means, then train for 3 periods. That is, expiation of your oaths whenever you take an oath, and be protective of your trusts. That is how makes clear God for you his signs, that perhaps you be thankful. O you of the ones who are convinced. Indeed, it is that the intoxication, and the gambling, and the scams, and the lottery are filth from actions of the mindless fiend. Thus avoid from them that perhaps you be successful. Indeed, what desires the mindless fiend is to cause amongst you the animosity and the aversion in the intoxication and the gambling, and to stop you from remembering God and from the assigned duty. Thus is it so that you are going to abstain, and obey God and obey the messenger, and be warned. Then if you turn back, then know that it is so, that upon our messenger is the publication that is clear. It is not upon the ones who have conviction and did the constructive things an offense in what they use as sustenance whenever not are aware, while they have conviction and did the constructive things, but then became aware and had conviction, then became strong and did good. And God loves the good doers. O you of the ones who have conviction, you are to be tested by God regarding matters of those who are confined, possessed in your control, and your weapons, so that comes to know God who fears him behind the scene. Thus whoever showed animosity after that, then for him is misery that is extremely painful. O you of the ones who have conviction, do not agitate the confined while you are forbidden, and whoever agitates them from you intentionally, then agitators' recompense is like how the prisoner was agitated from the benefits, any which the agitator might have, to be decided about it by those who are of justice from you, a compensation that reaches the central authority, or an amendment by providing food and shelter for homeless, or equate that by a training session to make him, agitator, taste consequence of his action, may forgive God over what has passed, while whoever now commits aggression thus will take vengeance God from him, and God is mightiest possessor of vengeance. Allowed is for you to restrict the sea and its sustenance as amenities for you and for the riding, while forbidden upon you is to confine the land while you remain being forbidden, and take heed of God, the entity, towards whom you are to be collected. Placed God as the juncture, the charter of inviolation, a platform for the people, and for the condition of inviolation, and for the guidance and the complete adherences. That is, so that you know that God knows what is in the heavens and what is within the land, and indeed God regarding every affair is knowledged. Know that God is severe of the chase, and that God is forgiving, merciful. Not upon the messenger is except the broadcast, and God knows what you reveal and what you hide. Say, not are equal the putrid and the pure, even if amazes you plenty the putrid. Then be aware of God, O you of the intellectual people, that perhaps you be successful. O you of the ones who have conviction, do not question about things which when appear for you cause you malady, and if you question upon it when being alighted is reading of proclamations, they will become apparent for you, courtesy of God upon it, and God is forgivingly patient. Certainly questioned it people from before you, then they became regarding it deniers. Not has placed God from extreme meditation or spiritual retreats, and not wanderer jogis or fakirs, and not in an intermediary, and not fire cleansing, but the ones who are in denial invent upon God the lies, and majority of them not use their intelligence. And whenever was said to them, rise up towards what had descended God, and towards the messenger, they said, we pursue what we found upon it our elders, even if had been their forefathers not of knowing a thing, and not they were guided. O you of the ones of trust, upon yourself is your own self. You are responsible for yourself. Naught can harm you who has strayed when you are guided. Towards God you will return collectively, then he will inform you all with what you were doing. O you of the ones who are trustworthy, have an attestation amongst you all when arrived one of you to the death, to pass the will, two having justice from you, or of 2 others from other than you all, if you are moving about in the land. Thus if befalls you the death, detain them both from after the assembly, then let them swear by God if you doubt. Not we will procure with it a price, even if with someone of close proximity, and not we will suppress attestation of God. We will be then of those who are the criminals. Then if it's discovered upon them both via investigation or wrongdoing, then 2 others are to stand in their position from the ones who are more meritful of them all. The first 2, Thus, have them both swear by God that our attestation is more meritful from their attestation, and not we have transgressed. We will be in that instance of those who are the wrongdoers. That is at least so that they come with the testimony being upon its original aims, or they fear that will be rejected their oaths after their undertakings, and be aware of God, and listen. And God does not guide the nation of the liberals. A day when will gather God the messengers, thus asking, what was response you got? Them saying, no knowledge is to us. Indeed, you are who knows the unseen. When will say God, O Asa, son of Miriam, remember my favor upon you and upon your mother, when you were strengthened by spirit of the dedication, speaking to the people in the extreme youth and maturity, and when you were taught the book, and the judgment, and the jurisprudence, and the modernizing knowledge, and when you created from the forming material a figure shaped as the bird with my blueprint, then inflated air in it, thus making it fly according to my design, and you healed the blind and the leper through my authorization, and when you brought forth the dead through my permission, and when I stopped in tracks, Bani Israel against you, when you came to them with the clarifications, thus said the ones who were in denial from them that this is nothing but an illusion clearly. And when inspiration came to the people who became liberated from dogma, that have conviction regarding me and regarding my messenger, they said, we believe and we testify regarding us being in submission. When said the liberated ones, O Asa, son of Miriam, is able your Rab that he sends upon us table from the heaven? Asa said, be aware of God if you are those of conviction. They said, we want that we consume from it and are assured our hearts, and we know that certainly you have been truthful to us, and we will be upon it from the witnesses. Said Asa, son of Miriam, God our Rab, send down upon us a table from the heaven, it being for us as a festival, for first of us and last of us, and as a sign from you, and give us sustenance, and you are best of the sustainers. Said God, I'm going to send it down upon you. Then whoever denied later from you, then I will punish him with a pain as not have punished anyone from all the states of being. And when will be said by God, O Asa, son of Miriam, did you say for the people, take me and my mother as gods from under God? Asa will say, glory is yours. Not it is for me that I say what is not for me with fact. If I had said it, then surely you would know. You know what is in my person, and not I know what is in your personage. You certainly are knowledged of all the invisibles. Not I said to them except what you commanded regarding it, that, be in servitude of God my Rab and your Rab. And you were upon them a witness of what was perpetuated within them. Then when you completed my term, there you were the monitor upon them, and you upon everything are a witness. If you punish them, thus they are your slaves, and if you have forgiveness for them, then indeed you are the fortified, the most wise. Will say God, on this day will profit the truthful their truthfulness. For them gardens, flowing from under them rivers, eternalized therein endlessly. Pleased is God with them, and they are pleased with him. That is the victory that is magnificent. Belongs to God ownership of the atmospheres and the land, and what is between them both. And he over everything is a signer of value.